What is going on, guys? Statelyfall here today, bringing you guys another video. And today's video is something very different. Actually, this is Titanfall. I got into the beta to February 16th today, as I'm recording this video, actually, and I was like, I really want to see how this game would do against my very low quality PC specs, or not necessarily low quality, but incredibly cheap. When I built this, it was sub $300. Yeah, it was sub $300. It was exactly $290 actually, something like that. And I was just like, I can do this. It can do this. It can play Titanfall. I guarantee it. And as you can see, this is recorded straight from my PC while I'm playing. So there's obviously some dropped frames when you're recording and playing at the same time. So overall, I'd say I'm pretty satisfied with what I'm seeing. This is obviously on the lowest of all the settings, at 720p, but that magic word right there, 720p, lowest of all settings, sub $300. Like, those are magical words right there. You couldn't even get this on like an X. Like, this is pretty incredible, I'm not gonna lie. The plan is to upgrade get a graphics card, actually, because in this is a APU or a CPU and a GPU put into one, so that it saves a lot of money, and it did. The CPU GPU combo, which is just a CPU, no GPU, only cost me $100, plus the motherboard was technically free, or it was quote unquote free, but it was $14 extra. So for the motherboard CPU combo, which is technically the CPU, GPU, and motherboard, it was only $114 when I built this, and I was like, this is off the charts, bang for your buck right here. It's ridiculous. But yeah, as for Titanfall, I'm pretty satisfied. I wasn't expecting a lot with the new CPU, or the newer version of the CPU that I'm running in this, has a little bit of a higher increased FPS, but it's for $150. That's a big difference right there. That goes from, technically this was supposed to be like a $325 build. If I had extra $50 or $100 to spend, I would have gone with a dedicated graphics card and not even worried about having an APU. But since I didn't, this is what I had to go with. So technically speaking, if you have around $400, you should definitely be able to run this game at around 60 frames a second with a dedicated graphics card, which I'm going to get one hopefully very soon, like incredibly soon, and then I'll be perfectly fine. As you can see, the game looks very bad, and I'm guessing that's due to it's obvious Titanfall, this is the open beta, obviously, and I'm hoping it's not as optimized as it would be when the full game is released in about a month. This should be just a really big learning experience for them. I hope they're getting everybody's PC specs along with when everybody's playing, so that they can optimize a little bit better for other systems, and for lower systems like mine, because like everybody wants to play Titanfall. This is the game that's destined to beat Call of Duty at this point, so everybody wants to play it, and it's running on the Source engine, which means pretty much any system can run Source engine games. If you can run Gary's mod, if you can run Team Fortress 2, if you can run Counter-Strike, you can play. Like, Source engine is very optimizable. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very hardware friendly in terms of the lower friendly guys. But this is a hardcore battle right here, and you can see I'm dropping a lot of frames. That is what happens when you get into a really big battle, and that's what I'm worried about. That's why I want to get a dedicated graphics card, because I really do want to be playing this game a lot. It's supposed to be my Call of Duty replacement, and by the looks of it, it feels like Call of Duty a little bit. It's a little bit smoother, and I don't know if it's because I'm on PC now instead of console, but it does seem to me a little bit smoother. I'm actually playing with the controller on this, with my PS3 controller on this video, or on this gameplay, if that matters, because it just feels a little bit better. And like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm on PC, or if it's just because it's Titanfall. I'm hoping it's just because it's Titanfall, but it's here, and your PC can probably do a little something. And the next thing I'm trying to figure out is if it's not running well or not up to par, aka 60 frames a second, 720p. I'm trying to figure out if it's the CPU or the GPU. If it's the GPU, perfect. I can just easily get an upgraded GPU. If it's the CPU, it's a little bit harder to find an upgrade path for CPUs than it is for GPUs. So, but I'm pretty sure, I'm banking on the fact that these are all particle effects that is mostly slowing down this and stuff like that, and that's definitely 100% GPU side stuff. So Titanfall in general is a very, very, very fun game, very fast-paced, but the game modes can be a little bit long compared to how long it feels like that you're actually like in the game killing people. Like you're killing people very, very fast, and it's just like, I joined this game late. I don't necessarily know how late, but I definitely do know I joined late. Maybe I joined at the beginning of the game, just like 10 seconds late, but I definitely do know I joined late, and this game still managed to span on for a good 7-8 minutes. I know the average Call of Duty game must have been 5 minutes, and this game is just, it's not dragging on. It's definitely very, very fun. Actually, this part right here might be one of the longer parts, the epilogue. After you win, you go on, you try to intercept the everybody, or the enemy team retreating from the battle scene. So this might actually be the longest part. But in general, I really am enjoying this game, and it is going to be a must-have if you're a first-person shooter enthusiast. If you're a gamer in general, it's interesting to see something so close to Call of Duty and so competitive to Call of Duty that isn't Call of Duty. Because for so long, when you think about it, it was only Call of Duty in this race for first-person shooters, especially on the console. But here on the PC, they thought it was going to be an Xbox exclusive. It's not. Xbox and PC. So this game is a definite must-have. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll definitely be trying to give you guys some more Titanfall videos, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.